Namaste. Very welcome to this meeting. If anybody want to talk to me, you are welcome to talk.
Namaste ji. Ji, this strange feeling, like it's my all illusion is breakdown.
All illusions have been broken down right now.
Okay, I knew something that I know now. I don't know anything. So, ji, I want to just explore the what is the truth of me, because I don't want to live in any illusion. I want to live a reality. So please help me and guide me.
Um,
I can.
to know our truth, we need to kind of, in a way, come to that clean state, pure state of our mind or standpoint. You can say no. So what you were saying, that my illusions have been shattered, meaning illusion of knowledge, right? Illusion of knowledge, illusion that I know has been shattered, which means that now you are feeling that I don't know anything right now. Is it like this? Let us improve this first.
Yes, ji, it is 100% like this, because I have all, like, I knew this, I am like this, I am living truth, this is my truth, but I feel no, I don't know anything, so I want to see freshly with you what is it.
So let me just say quickly that why it is important to come to the pure standpoint, pure standpoint or pure point of view, in the sense that so that nothing is mixed with us when we are looking at truth. No, when we are trying to see the truth of who we are. No, that time nothing is mixed with us, because if something is mixed with us, it is going to be projected on the reality of who we are, and then we will not really meet the reality or see the reality of who we are. We will meet that reality which is also projected onto it, like a mix of two things. No? So this is why it is very important for the seer to become empty of everything first. What is what is that which is mixed with the seer is the sense of knowledge, which is believed in knowledge, not true knowledge, but it is not noticed by us. No. So now I'm going to ask you a few things and you can reply, and then that will that may highlight some blind spots also. This is the region, this is the purpose of this conversation now. No? So that if there is anything remaining still mixed with you, which is unnoticed, like something mixed with you but unnoticed, can be highlighted and you can separate from it. So you are saying that I want to know myself. No? Why you want to know yourself? This is my question, which is going to actually invite you to look deeply into your desire for knowing yourself, and that may and that most probably will highlight if there is anything mixed with you.
See, there is always feeling like missing something because I am not living myself. So it's not give a like this missing part is like I'm not 100%. Always like you know, whatever I do, or I am happy and I am joyful, but still like, there is something is missing. So I want to know that why, what is this missing part? Is missing myself, it's missing there, or what is missing? So that pull me to know myself. So maybe, well, I can say maybe because I didn't know yet.
Let me
So
just try to explain a little bit what I have understood, and you confirm that this is what you mean, because it may help you again seeing this more clearly. So, are you saying that I am kind of incomplete in everything that I do? I am not totally total even when I am enjoying something very beautiful and I want to enjoy totally, but I am not able to be. And that is what I want. I want to be total in life now, in everything that I do, but I am not able to. And for that, I have found a method, or I feel inspired intuitively that if I know who I am truly, then I will be total. Are you saying like this?
yes, yes.
Then this is a genuine mm, desire, you can say in a way, and it doesn't feel already, you know, filled with the or mixed with some preconditions or expectations also. No? Right now, try to sense that are you total or complete here when you are talking to me. Just about one thing, talking to me part, not being on this chair, not being in the present moment, not being as the being, not sitting as the being or any other things that we have discussed before. Just very specific one thing, that you are talking to me. Are you total in talking to me right now or not? Like check the same thing that you don't know, like as if you are less here, as if you are missing something. So check that thing. Is that thing still here? Does that thing is still play in you right now or not?
Gee, I am totally here because I'm interested to talk to you and listen to you about myself. So my whole interest make me more total. So I can say I am here and I'm totally here to talking to you.
And you are not feeling that kind of sense of incompletion or something missing. So you are not feeling that now, right now.
No, Ji, because I don't want to miss single word what you say. So I'm more present and more attentive to receive your message, receive your so
So is it not that this is what you want to do, or what this is how you want to be all the time? Is it not what you are saying? That I want to be like I am right now. Is it what you are saying? Or you want something else?
yes, she yes. I want this to be like this.
So, what is in the way? Right now, you can know this very easily. Whenever we know something positive, we know the opposite of it also. No? Like whenever we know some existence of something, we know or understand the absence of something also. So, now that you are total and you want to be like this in everything, you can also very easily know, very simply understand that what is in the way, what happens to you also. So, know this right now. What is the opposite of it? Simply what I'm saying is, what is the opposite of it?
The first thing is less interest, but
Less interest.
so that's why I'm not total because I'm divided there, not 100% total.
How
It
exactly?
is
You may have less interest in something,
is
but it does not divide you, the one who has interest. No? How it can divide you? It is simply that you have less interest in something, no? But you are not less a being who has less interest in something. How you become a less being when you have less interest?
Gee, yeah, I'm seeing it like I'm not seeing myself that moment. I'm seeing my where is my interest and where I'm divided in two different thing or different situation. So I think I am that situation, not I am.
Yeah.
So
So there are two aspects of you here being highlighted right now. One, but which you are really, which you are that time also, which you are right now also. The same one, which is not divided, right? And another one is your worker. You can say worker aspect. Your your worker aspect, which is what is called the slave, also servant also. You are called the master. You, the being, is called the master, and you have a servant also, what we call the individual mind or individual sense of individual. It works for you, and it gets confused. It gets divided also. But it is never going to be not divided in this way, or mm, more importantly, it is not necessary that it should not be divided, then only I will not be divided. No, your servant can be divided very much, but you, the master, will not be divided yet. No, this is what you are discovering right now, or not? Just want to confirm.
yes, see, I always forgot myself and I depend on my mind,
Servant.
so my servant.
Yeah.
I forget like they are my servant is working for me, not I am working there. So that
Uh,
I
uh, uh,
forgot.
yes. And it is not that your servant should be divided. I'm not saying that. Very soon your servant will be also less and less divided. Hopefully, because your servant will follow you. Right now you are following your servant. When your servant is divided, you feel I'm divided. You see? That's why you are trying your best to not let your servant be in the divided state so that you can feel the undividedness in the being. This is a identification. This is a case of identification. You are identified with your body, mind, and the individual level consciousness. No? As if I am dependent on it. Actually, it is dependent on you. That's why meditation works. Why meditation works? Because meditation does not work on the servant, it works on the master. Master starts living its unity, its undividedness. And without even knowing, the servant starts following it. That's how. No? But if the servant is thinking too much, like, if the identification of the master with the servant is too much, then you will not be able to sit in meditation. You will feel what will happen? I'm divided. How can I like just the thinking will continue. No, let this all of this I'm divided this and that happen. Just leave it for a moment and slip in your being. You know, this is the message for meditation. Recently, I was talking. I got to know about some a a very young a new being mm, trying meditation for the first time and reporting that as as soon as I sit and decide for meditation, strange things start happening. Like some dog is barking and all type of disturbances start happening suddenly. And we said that no, it's not really like this. It is just noticed by you like this. As soon as you come in that right state, you know what I mean. This is also something very common to know. Those who meditate, that suddenly they start feeling all kinds of disturbance in this life. as if they all have come to disturb our meditation. Not really. They were already there in this way. So we are clear now.
Yes, Ji. Ji, I just want to check more things. So sometimes in practically we have to do so many tasks, so many things. So at that time,
I know this question.
please tell me like
How to not be divided?
yes. Ji.
Which one of you should not be divided? Yeah, go ahead.
So Ji, like that time I forgot again to myself, and I again involve, like I divided in again. I start thinking like I am that is divided work, or so is this like that, no, like same,
It's not so clear to me. Please use some other language, maybe other words, and it will make it more
like
clear to me.
so when I do some multitask work, so I disconnect with myself, and I just again feel I'm doing this, and I forgot myself. Is it?
Possible. It is possible. What happens is that our habit of identification with this worker self is very long, very old, you know. So that habit kicks in again and again. This is what happens, that when we get disconnected from ourselves, basically means that we forget that I am that one which is not, which cannot be divided or can come back to undividedness. I always am without being divided or undivided. No. So for that, I feel the best practices are like this, that always between the main multitasking that you are doing, one of the tasks should be to remain connected with yourself. As a best practice, simple practice. No? Remain connected with yourself means remain in the remembrance that I am that which is beyond dividedness, beyond possibility of being divided. No? So this should be one of your tasks all the time, isn't it? So this is a simple thing, that yes, it will be like this. One little not so simple thing, but much more rewarding, I want to share with you. Yeah. Try to understand totality now. Totality not of the being, but of the doer. Okay. Doesn't need to be total. Being is all the time total. And that you have discovered just now, isn't it? That you, the being, is always total, only whole of you here. No, not half of you here. Half of you here and half of you not here is only a illusion, is a misunderstanding happening. No. Now this has been discovered by you. Just that you don't want to forget this, which has been discovered now. You want to continue living it. No? So totality is not connected to the being, it is connected to the worker. So there are, when you are living in the undivided state of your being, from here totality is what is the most suitable and fitting option for you. Meaning, if you are total in what you are doing, there is no way you can get disconnected from yourself. That self which has been discovered by you as something which is not dividing ever. No. So that connection remains, because totality can happen only when you truly, only when you are remaining connected to yourself. It's a natural way of doing things. The natural way of the being who is undivided, way of doing things who is undivided, is totality. Like, it is not lost in something, it is found in something, present in something, not lost. Totality is not the way to be lost in something. That's the way of ego, trying to remove, trying to cover the pain of separation. No? Ego has a pain of separation continuously there, and it is trying to cover it up in different ways. One of them is trying to be lost in something. No, this is not totality. To be lost in something is not totality. To be present in it is totality. No? And not being present in anything else also. So, how much you are present in what you are doing, and also how much you are not present in anything else, that much you are actually total in what you are doing. When you are not present in anything else, you are only present in what you are doing, you are called totally total, like totally total, completely total. And in this completely total, you even if have not discovered your undividedness, you will discover your undividedness that very moment. Like it will become a method for self discovery also. Totality is a method also for self discovery, but a actual totality, like a total totality, not the degrees of it, not the degrees. 99.99% will not do in this case. Only one option is 100%. So if 100% is there, then self-discovery also happens. But if self-discovery has already happened, like you have already sensed your being, then even less totality is a better option than lesser totality. No? Because totality is also a degree, no? Degree, like part of you is present in what you are doing. So this is one of the best options. But please don't misunderstand me. Totality is never about single tasking or multitasking. You can be total in multitasking. This is what I'm trying to emphasize. I'm trying to emphasize the method, not number of tasks that you are doing. So number of tasks don't divide us. Something else divides us. Our habit of being divided divides us. So if you are not able to consume whole of yourself in what you are doing, your habit of being divided will consume you. Either your ego will consume you or your present task will consume you. You decide which one you want to choose. Those who choose totality, they choose freedom from ego. Those who choose uh, being partial, like lukewarm in what they are doing, they choose ego basically, no, in a way. Because it is the ego which is saying that I can be lukewarm, I cannot be total in it, I don't think I can do completely this. So this is a strange kind of thing. I'm just trying to explain this. No, I'm not really saying any one of you to do anything or not. I'm just showing you, particularly Prachi, some mirror that hey, see what it is. Do you follow? Do you feel that this will help you?
Yes, this definitely helped me, and it's clear also me. Like totality is not what I understood so far. So it is me. Yes.
Uh, One more thing to be understood here is that ego is not some kind of block of energy somewhere. It is a energy flow happening inside us. This energy flow contains thoughts and feelings. It contains our story, what we call ourselves and as what we know ourselves and our relations with life. All of that is contained within this energy circle called ego. So that is ego. It's not a small thing. The whole dream of a person is that is ego, no? Whole dream of a person, not the dreams that person has, not the dreams person is dreaming, but the very person is that dream in which we are caught up. And totality is a very cheap solution for it, much cheaper than we think, if we want to really get out of ego. But if we don't, we are not fully ready for it, like we are not clear about, then it will be like, oh, it's so difficult, I don't think I can get out. I don't think I can be total, and I get distracted. You don't really get distracted. We choose to get distracted out of habit. Like we choose the habit over our decision to be free from that habit, isn't it? And we are just not noticing it or not taking the responsibility. I would say take the responsibility like this. So thank you. This is nice.
Thank you so much. It's really big help in this direction. Thank you so.
I also thank you that you are bringing such question and we are having such a conversation. Thank you. Prajot, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee. Ji, I was saying that your talks with Prachi and before talk encouraged me to come forward because I felt like I'm stuck or frozen, struggling. But I felt this moment when you were talking that I'm hiding myself instead of my ego in the name of stuck or frozen. And I was continuously doing this and I was not taking responsibility. So I don't know what to do further, but I wanted to not to be here in this stuck or the frozen one. I wanted to bring it in your light and not to be with the mind or ego, but be in this session more with you than be in the stuckness or this supporting this part. Because in a way, it's a giving not anything and taking everything. And I found that I was praying also to come out of it, but it was not working because somewhere I was missing it. Something I was missing it. And I was not continuous in my practices also, always because of listening to this mind. So I was not feeling stable also. So all things coming together and giving this, putting me again and again in the loop. So I wanted to bring it to you, Ji, that if I want to come out of this and I want to do prayer even, I want to come for the, then how I can do it so that I can come out of it. Even the stability is not there.
I can just share something which may or may not help you. I'm not certain about it because it is really your thing. I can share only. I can show you the path and you have to walk on it. Whether you walk on it or not, uh, cannot really say anything about it. I feel that everything begins with a desire or everything begins with a decision. No? If we are clear about this decision or choice towards truth, then we will stick to it also. No? Basically, what is happening is like this. Very simple analogy I heard, like a child from Osho, and it made things very clear to me. No? So I'll just share with you that life is not really so complicated. All of this is very simple thing. We are just making it complicated for some reason. We have to see what is that reason. Life is like a walk on the beach, and you see beautiful pebbles, beautiful stones, and you collect them. You fill your pockets, your bag, your hands with them. Very beautiful, colorful stones, no? Then you walk further, you find more beautiful or more precious, more valuable stones. Now you are in a confusion what to do now. Because you don't have any space. Your bags are full, your pockets are full, your hands are full. What to do now? Then this is where we start arrangements in a way like, hey, can you carry this? Can you carry that? For example, let's say there is nobody there. No other arrangement is possible. What you will do? Generally, what people do, what a person does in this situation is called suffering. People suffer now. A person suffers now in this situation. Suffers as if waiting for the impossible, that maybe suddenly something will happen, maybe suddenly something will come and will give me more space and I will be able to save all my beautiful stones and I will be able to pick up now these more precious, more valuable stones also. However, a more integrated, simple, stable being simply sees that I cannot have space for both. I have to choose. I have to choose to let go of my colorful stones, some of them at least, as many as I want to pick up the new, more valuable stones. Let's say over the period of some time, as you were walking, you kept letting go, you kept throwing the old colorful stones and you kept picking the more valuable ones. Now you are full of most valuable stones. Then you reach to a mountain and there you find a mine of diamonds now, actual diamonds, not stones. And again you are like, oh my God, what to do now? And who is benefited by this? You. And who is deciding about it? You. Why it should be confusing? So this is what I call clarity. Clarity simply means simply seeing that this is what I have right now, this is what life is offering to me right now, and this is what I want out of this situation. I want this and I do not want this. Then again, as you will be stable, you will feel that even if diamonds are diamonds, like diamonds are forever, as they say, but still I would like to keep some of my precious stones. And you will be happy with it, with this choice. Or you will feel it makes no sense. I can anytime come by my own helicopter if I collect all these diamonds to this island and anytime pick up all these precious and colorful stones later, for example. And then again you will be happy about it also. So basically, who is unhappy? You. And who is deciding? You. It's not a simple thing. You should decide better. You should be better in a better position to decide things. No. This better position to decide thing is what is stability. From here we become more clear. Like for example, once we choose joy and clarity in life, not stability. Once we choose joy and clarity in life, we will have to choose stability or undividedness. Because we know that without stability, I cannot get joy. No, like this. So life is so simple like this. Our space of being is what is our bag in which we fill anything. What we have lived so far is our past or treasures from the past. What life is offering today in this moment, in the present, is the new treasures. And we are in a fix now. Without letting go of the past treasures, we want to pick up the new ones, which is not possible. Or even if we try, we are going to end up with upset stomach. No. What is an upset stomach? What is a disturbance? Too full, over full, feeling crowded, feeling suffocated inside because we are filling ourselves too much. No. Because we don't want to let go of the old. No. Another analogy is used in the similar way, inhaling, exhaling, inhalation, exhalation. We must exhale what we inhale at some point. We inhale, we extract what we want to get out of it, then we should exhale everything that need to be exhaled also. Otherwise, it's going to create disturbance in our system. So this is what I could say. I don't know really what part of it or whether whole of it is for you or not, like how it will be. So thank you.
GST is all of it for me. I can understand that I need to decide and act accordingly and be more and more stable and more clear.
So good.
Thank you.
My best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like there are always talks like this that that we are doing certain things when we are in front of other people, and we are not doing those things sometimes when we are not in front of anybody. Like when we are alone, we don't do those things. So those things are mainly what we call doing for persons, not doing for persons. We are doing as a person that time. A person does things for persons. A being, however, does things for the being itself, not for others. So living as a person is a package in which many things are included, including this one, that we don't do things for who we are. We do things for what we think we are continuously. And we spend most of our energy of life in what we think we are, in maintaining what we think we are, like this also. So some another note. Thank you.
Pranam Rajee. There is something I wanted to clarify because this has been today as I came into the meeting and I was listening to you, what you were talking about, not knowing that we don't know anything. But starting my journey with Osho, and I do listen to him, and verifying it after being in satsangs with how life is progressing. Because I definitely see the effect of the just sitting and just being in life. Like how, like for example, as I'm getting into doing the just being, I'm noticing that mostly it's not how I used to believe that I can do things.
I
can do something, or I have some control on things. Started to learn that there is also, with some surrender and with some giving in into this, into the just being, I noticed there is a higher power that is running this show, and this sense of control is just a sense of control. So when you said that, I often get confused when you say that that you don't know anything, but continuing with this thing of just being and living in a different way than just being a person through the entire day or always. Living as a being, listening to you, I feel there are things that are getting very obvious, and there is a sense of maybe understanding something, not exactly. So my question is that, is it okay to accept it that there are some things which are getting clear? Like it's not knowledge, but there are some things that are becoming obvious. So is it okay to
For me,
accept
it is
that?
okay. Is it okay for you?
No, Rajee, I'm just feeling that when you say
I'm not able to understand the context of the question. Like, why you are asking this question? You know, I understand the question, but I don't understand the purpose of the question.
Today as I walked in and there was, I started to live this more and more, the way of being. As I entered and you spoke about knowing that we don't know, I came to a place where I was completely blown away in a way that you don't know anything, just sit quietly. All this thing that you were feeling and feeling very happy about, just sit quietly. And then I felt like uncoordinated, and as if there was a real thing which was knowing something, like, and there is nothing. And I said I was getting confused about arrogance, of whether this is arrogance that is happening by the understandings. Like I don't want to be in the state of arrogance. That's what I want to bring out or expose of knowing something or out of understandings or something. So I wanted to clarify that. Okay, sometimes it feels that I might become arrogant and I don't want that. So I wanted to expose that and come in front of you.
I think it's very genuine, very good what you are saying, that I want to remain vigilant. I don't want to let go of my vigilance now at this stage, even if I'm knowing something very deep and it is kind of naturally, existentially unfolding. No? I will put things on the table and let's see what happens to them in this context, that we all are living, all means together, we all are living in the dream of knowledge. Dream of knowledge means we are living in the belief of knowledge. We don't not only hold on to the knowledge, but we believe it to be true also. Holding on to any knowledge is innocent, but believing it to be true is where the dream is happening. So there is a possibility of truly knowing life, truly living life, directly, truly knowing life and living life. But we are not going for that option, most of us, as a collective, as a person, collectively, as a persons. So what we are doing is we are living in a very superficial version of it, like we know in a way, but not deeply anything. We are living, but not deeply anything. And that has become like our default state now. That state is what is a person state. And in that person state, businesses are going on nicely. We can do job, we can earn money, we can get food, grocery and everything. We can buy house, we can buy car, mobile phone, everything, laptop. So that's fine. No, what is the big deal? Why we should do anything else? But some of us, like you, were not happy with that model. That no, I feel there is more to it. That's why you have come or not. What is more to it basically is much more, not just a little more. This more to it is not just a little more, it's a much more. The much more part is that the whole of that version in which we are living is false, but not part of it, whole of it. And this is where the confusion comes. That, oh, the whole thing. Like I have to let go of the whole thing, or I have to reinvent or relearn the whole thing, like this. And let me just show you something here. You might be having some kind of misunderstanding. Sometime in the spirituality we have misunderstandings, a lot. If I can emphasize on something, one of the fundamentals will be being careful about misunderstanding, spiritual misunderstandings. Like that misunderstanding in this case might be kind of pushing you in choosing either this or this. That either looking at life from the eyes of knowledge or looking at life from the purity of being. Only one of the two, not both at the same time. There is a possibility. And that is not really correct attitude, I feel. It's not helpful attitude. So once you will be able to be free from it, from that attitude. You will appreciate, or you will simply acknowledge also the knowledge you have, and you will also know that it is not knowledge. Do you see what I'm saying? A book on your table is not knowledge. A book when you read in your hands and get into your mind, that is knowledge, no? So if all the knowledge in your mind is only a book on the table, it's fine. So it is possible for all the knowledge that we have inside us to be seen as not really true. Like we know the truth of it, you know. So to know the truth of the knowledge or truth of the mind, we need to know the truth of who we are. But what you are talking about is also something like a transition that happens, in which basically you are transiting from transitioning from who you think you are to who you are really. And connected to that is the reality of everything also being like changing. No? Because our knowledge about who we are is also dictating in every way our knowledge about everything else. The more true our knowledge is about who we are, the more true our knowledge is about everything else, or need to be also. Like a right mix has to be there now. You will not be happy with the knowledge of the mind about life now when you are living the truth of who you are, no? Like this. So I feel this is what is going on here. And obviously it's going to be a little confusing. Transition periods are confusing. Yeah. So do you feel that this what I shared will help you? If not, please tell me. Be more specific then in your questioning. Then I will try to answer more specifically also.
I feel the way I hear it is during this time, it does get a little bit blurry about the way to live life. When it gets blurry, because certain things have become clear, and what you're saying is it's a transition period. So, so what I'm struggling with since last night actually is that with this clarity is also coming some understanding of this really amazing master Osho, and things that I used to wonder how this would be really feeling. What is he speaking about? What is he saying going within? What, like, how can I go inside my body? And it's as if, you know, with what is happening along with this process of being with you, is that it seems to be as if, you know, the direction is this way, and this blurriness just gets in the way. Like, it's as if
I
would
have a
you
very simple solution for blurriness in general whenever we feel it on the way in the direction of truth. No? For seekers of truth, whenever you feel blurriness in the way or in front of you, look at yourself. And it is really possible to look at yourself in this context. Generally, it is not possible to look at ourselves. When I say look at yourself, means basically you are looking out of yourself through the attention. So turn your attention towards yourself. Keep your attention within yourself for some time. And then you will, when look out again, that blurriness will not be there anymore. Because that blurriness is not in the view, it is on the lens through which you are seeing. And when you look at yourself, that lens gets cleaned. Those eyes get cleaned. Yes, sir. Like a rain happens, as if. So just one simple thing. Whenever you feel blurriness, like it is said that whenever you feel confusion or something, close your eyes. But not physical eyes. No. Close the eyes of your attention, meaning turn your attention inward. Just live the existence that you are. No? Like let your attention be consumed in your existence. As if almost nothing is there. Your eyes are open, physical eyes are open, but as if, and your mind is registering also, no, everything, but you are not present now in the mind. You are present in your being now. You meaning your attention is present in the being now. You can close your physical eyes, of course, and then when you will open your eyes again, you have taken a bath. Your eyes have taken a bath in your own divine water of being, and they will get cleaned again, and no fogginess or blurriness will be there anymore. The answer is very simple for this. For many things like this, really, because many time it will be like this. We think that I'm troubled by what I'm looking at. Not really, generally speaking. We are not troubled by life as we are seeing it. We are troubled by the state of the seer, where things have got mixed and they are being projected. We are not troubled by reality. We are troubled by our projection onto it and our imagination combined together, no? Imagination about it. This is the thing. Reality only produces, whenever we meet reality, it produces only joy. I tell you one thing, okay? Live with me right now. All of you are welcome. Feel your breath right now, okay? It is just to show you something, no? It's not a guiding, maybe. I don't know that. Feel your breathing, no? As you are feeling your breathing, you will know that I am breathing, isn't it? You will feel I am breathing, no? And remain very present, remain simply absorbed in this experience of I am breathing. Slowly, our attention will drop out of mind into the being. The word, the activities, the life, the office, and the personal life, and everything will start fading away a little bit. Will not be actively there as a movie. You are only breathing, you are just breathing. Now here, as you are breathing, only as you are just breathing, you will notice that I am something beyond breathing also. This is what I wanted to show you. Any one of you, if have touched this, what I am saying right now, your heart will become full of bliss immediately this very second. Because this is the taste of your being beyond breathing. Allow yourself to remain in just breathing, nothing else. Just breathing, nothing else. Let anything be there, everything be there. Don't attend anything. Just attend your breathing. And know clearly, I am breathing. This is that point where the being that you are is meeting your form. This is that junction point. And this is also the same place, same door through which you can enter into the bliss, into the truth, into the Satchit Anand of who you are. Don't do anything, don't try to enter into yourself. Just live the breathing, just living, just breathing. You will find yourself in the breathing, like you are breathing in the breathing, and you are not breathing also at the same time. It's a very intimate, actual experience, not imagination. So thank you. So all of you who feel like continuing in this, please continue. And anybody who feel you are ready to talk to me, also I can talk. Mila, you want to say something?
Yes, just wanted to share that this breathing exercise is showing me the same as you were speaking with Rajee. I mean, for me, it's like one thing that when you're total in what you're doing, you are coming into this present moment. And in that present moment, everything else, like as we were before I started meditation or before I met you, I was dividing in so many things and I couldn't be only one with what I was doing. But after I started to do meditation, I started to learn how to be present in what I'm doing, for example, in meditation. And then slowly, this kind of knowledge, or I don't know, example of being one with what I'm doing, it started to happen in this real life. I mean, daily life activities. And then this moment of be present, just be present. It's like a door or like an entrance into this truth state where I can sense my true being. And this breathing exercise is also very much gate into this sense of true being or my true self. And it's very, very beautiful. Thank you very much for this clarity, for this school of life. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, the present moment is a very subjective thing. How we define the present moment. Being present is also very subjective. How we define it. But breathing is not. It's something very actual. We cannot define it differently. It's just one thing. This exercise which I have given has 100% success rate. Just one condition. Do it. Just one condition. Do it. If you don't do it, you will not succeed. If you do it, you will. So either you will be able to focus on your breathing or you will not be able to. That's all. If you are not able to focus on your breathing, this exercise will not work for you. But if you will, that's why this exercise is much simpler version of what the other options are. There we have a lot of a possibility of confusions. Here we don't. Here you, the being, actual true being, is continuously breathing through the breathing and remaining beyond the breathing at the same time. So the complete truth is immediately accessible here without any possibility of confusion. Obviously, if you are in the mind and thinking or feeling or imagining that, okay, I'm in the being or I'm in the breathing, obviously that is not what I mean. So there is one condition, only in this exercise, do it. That's all. Don't try to do it, do it. There's a big difference between trying to do it. We are trying to do spiritual practices. This is not that kind of spiritual practice where you try to do it. Even if it will be useful, by the way, even if you try to do it and get a little bit benefited, it will be very useful in getting out of mind. But it will not enable us to enter into the being. If you want to enter into the being through this exercise, you have to do it, not trying to do it. So, but thank you. Understand. Very nice. Deepaji, are you ready to talk to me now?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Thank you for this guiding in a way. So when I sit with myself and do it, it takes much more time. But
True is true. It is known normally like, yeah.
okay, I'll come to my question. Talking about karma in general, uh, let's say I am sitting with one of my friend and that person is talking something and suddenly I get triggered and I start acting up. The person didn't even say anything out of the box or they didn't even raise their voice, but I actually got triggered, right? So in that situation, am I bounding them to create a karma because I am creating a karma out of it? Or it's just that, it has to happen that way and I am overthinking about it.
Meaning, are you saying that you start reacting, you
Yes.
start expressing actually, or you are just thinking internally?
No, no. It's like, okay, fine. What I have understood as per my experience generally is that you don't meet anybody by accident. Okay. And at the same time, random things happen. So when you exchange energy or when you interact with somebody, you tend to, carry some of that energy along with you. And then after some time, you are interacting with somebody else, and suddenly you see yourself doing the same thing what the other person was doing few hours ago. Because I got into judgment mind, hence I got that energy and now I'm carrying it, right? So, is it like in that moment, for no reason, I am creating a karma and making the other soul also bound with that karma? Or it's just that only it's my karma because the other person didn't do anything wrong from their end, but I am getting triggered and making a fuss about it.
What you are saying, I feel, has three possibilities here. Let me try to show you all three options. Uh, One option is what you are saying, that, or two options are what you are saying, that one is that I am just doing my action, I am taking my action, not binding the other soul. Another option is actually binding the other soul also. But there is a third option also. The third option is that you are not really doing things from the state of a person or doer so much. You are still taking action, but not really uh, bound to the result of it in one sense, but more rooted in the place from where you want to act, from the place of being. So effectively, what happens is that when we are rooted in the being and acting from there, because life happens, you will respond. How we respond, from where we respond, is what is deciding whether a bondage will be created or not, a circle will be created or not, or will it be a free action. So you can have a free action, like a one way only coming out of you, end of statement. Now next statement will happen when somebody does something else. So it will be something what we call relating, not a relation. Another is a relation in one sense, like a momentary relation, that somebody did something or their presence did something to you and you reacted. But you do not really think that I'm going to really continue this kind of reaction with them. Then it is just a momentary circle created between you and them. No, it will not be like they are bound in it now anymore. They are not really. If they are bound in their own imagination, at their own part. Bondage between two people happens only actually, not like imagination. They may be bound to a imagination of being bound together, and they might be imagining that independently at the same time also, but it will still not be a same bondage or circle of energy. No? A circle of energy between you and the other cannot happen without your permission, without your conscious permission in a way. Like you will really know that I am allowing it to happen. Then only it can happen. Nobody can bind you otherwise. Or you cannot bind them also otherwise. If they don't want to be bound, you cannot bind them. If you don't want to be bound by anybody, they cannot bind you also. They can do everything, but they cannot bind you. They can harm your body or anything. So, and that's why you should take care of it. But they cannot bind you. You know. So these are the three possibilities. All these four possibilities are connected to how close we are into the truth of who we are, like the truth of being, and how far we are from it. Based on that, these possibilities are seen, I feel. It's a very beautiful thing what you're saying. Na? Because this is necessary to act. But we will be bound if we act also. Can I live with you a little bit more deeper in that same thing, but now without this kind of context, but just in the being, what happens exactly? Let's say whole of you is present here. Whole of you, meaning whole of as much as you are aware of who you are. This whole of you is present here, involved in this what you are doing and taking action. Then you will not have really a decision to be taken tomorrow about what you are doing right now. You have already considered everything, no? Like you have included your past knowledge and about the same people or same reactions also, same emotions also, and you have the learnings from the past also. So all of the wisdom is present at the same time. So you will not be acting for the future that if something goes wrong, there can always be a take two. You will be like a one take artist responding in this moment. No? In this moment, when you are doing like this, there is no possibility of bondage of karma. No? Bondage of karma basically is connected to two main things. One is you, within you, one is in other. No? Let's say we remove the other from this picture right now. In you, what is the cause of bondage of karma is incompletion. It's not that somebody else only is binding us. We are also wanting to finish that incompletion which was there in the last time we could not do well, talk well, hug well, or even fight well. Let's fight, like this. So this is the best option. To be present in the present moment is same as to be total whole of you doing what you are doing. Then there is no way to create a bondage out of karma. Because bondage does not happen outside, it happens inside the being. You are bound to that sense of incompletion, that I could have done better. Which is a simple thing in thinking. But actually when it accumulates, when it is many such things together, like almost whole of our life is a story of I could have done better. No. Then it becomes such a heavy load, heavy burden on us, on the soul. And then we feel I cannot do in any other way. This is, I think, the default way of doing it. So we are not really bound to karma, we are bound to incompletion. In this way, internally, externally, many things, many definition can be around karma, and I'm not talking about all of them. I'm just trying to look at the essence of this, what we are talking, Not not the bondage of karma that you have to find out somewhere else maybe, but the bondage out of action that you take. I'm talking about that. No. Is it possible to be free from the bondage that we get into, no? Or not? Can action be free? Yes, it can be. If you don't save yourself from the action, if you don't save yourself from the action, action will not be saved in you, and you will not be bound to it in future. So thinking, emotionally feeling, physically doing everything for it in this moment only. Not that I will emotionally feel about it tomorrow, or I will psychologically think about it tomorrow, but right now I'm just doing it. You see what I mean? So this is what causes the soul to feel that I'm going to do more on the same thing in future, which I have not done yet. So what do you feel? This like is something very valuable. I'm just checking that are you able to connect to this right now, living this right now, what we are talking.
Yes, I completely resonate with you. And I guess that only leads to like our expectations of ourselves. Like you said, the incompletion. So we actually are trying to keep ourselves on some pedestal and then, have a range about, okay, I would have said this in a situation. I would have done so and so things in a certain situation rather than accepting the situation as it is. Because what I have also understood in a way is that if somebody is talking to you, in a way, that person is also guiding you. Like the words are guiding you. Everything is connected. Every random meeting, there's no random meeting, though we say random meeting. But it's magical.
Magical. It is magical.
It is. Still, yes, I get caught in the, perceptive mind
Yes.
about certain things.
Oh yes, yes. But
It's
very
just
good.
that, yeah, there is some, what do you say, polishing is required, or the friction part is to be removed.
Yes, yes. Very good. But you understand. Yeah. Actually, we are putting ourselves onto some pedestal, or even if like many people are taking themselves to be, let's say, higher, much higher than other people, let's say, or much higher than how they are, let's say, meaning the superiority complex. But many are in inferiority complex also. But the problem is same. They are limiting equally themselves in the moment. No. They are limiting themselves, forcing themselves to be limited in this way also. In the first case, maybe we'll say that feeling superficial, superior than others, or than ourselves, uh, mm, may not be limiting. It is limiting a lot, because every moment is a moment of truth. What we call present. Present is a moment of truth, meaning we can meet the truth in this moment. What happens through meeting the truth? Growth happens in the soul. What is growth? Growth is like there are seeds in the soul which need to open up. Seeds of wisdom, seeds of understanding, seeds of like more of myself, knowing more of myself and more of life, feeling more joy, feeling more stable, feeling more clear. This is what is growth that is happening. Every soul is going through a growth, not as per the spiritual growth that we think of. It is as per the plan of God or plan of existence. Within the plan of existence, we are all going through this, and the way to grow is to meet this moment, and that which is opposite of in this version, where we are mostly. And because of this, a lot of incompatibilities are also there because we are always falling short of what is the reality in this moment. And I don't mean that living as a person is not a mm, not a actual thing. It's a factual thing everywhere, and that's why we find living with persons very compatible. It's very compatible. When we are living as a person, it is very compatible to live with persons, and it is not compatible to live with those who are not living as a person. No, because we don't have that handle. Like I don't know how to connect to you if you are not a, if you are a person and I am not a person, or not like this, but if you are living as a person and the other is not living as a person, you just don't find that right handle. You know what I mean? Compatibility is there, not there. But this compatibility issue is not there when you are not living as a person. It is not there. It could be there for the other person, but not for you. Do you see what I'm saying? And we can say that let's let it be a problem for another day. No? Today, let us face on the focus on the problem that we have. No?
So it means you are saying that when we are total or completely present, even if we do something mischievous, it's okay to just live joyfully in the moment.
Something
Like
mysterious. What do you mean by that?
mischievous, like
Mischievous.
yes.
Like what? Like what? Like eating somebody's bread or something, like cookie or something like this.
Yeah, like that, or just
Like eating
as a
somebody's
kid,
favorite
like
cookie.
kids basically, they poke people or they try to do something. So as a kid, I was a very mischievous and rebellious kid, always, trying to trouble somebody or trying to take a reaction out of somebody, or basically, you know making others poke.
Ah,
So
I see.
you are saying that if you're total, you still can do it. You are not harming anybody, but
You
just
you cannot
living in
actually.
the,
You
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
harm anybody if you are total. Because you are when you are total, you are in the hands of God. You cannot harm because you cannot have your own desire now. God will stop you exactly where you should stop in this mischief even. You cannot harm anybody when you are total. But when you are 99.99% total, then also there is a possibility that you may harm somebody. I am talking about 100% total. Then only you are in the hands of God. Otherwise, you are kind of in a mix government, no? Where you have two, two rulers or anyway like this.
This was just a stupid question.
No, it's fine. I feel for me. But thank you. I think you understood the point. The point is that it's not about what you do. Don't focus on what I'm doing right now so much. Others are going to tell you anyway. Law and order will tell you if you are doing something wrong on the road, let's say, on the traffic, no? Other people will tell you when you are harming them also. No? So we have that kind of coexistence anyway, system is there in place already. But if you focus on yourself and come to the purity of your being. What is purity of your being? Where you know nothing is mixed with me. And you really know it. Not that I think nothing is mixed with me. Not like this. You really know that nothing is mixed with me. Like this. No? That is the right place from where we can consider all the options, including whether to do mischiefs or not. I feel like this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you. Anna, you want to talk?
Namaste.
Namaste ji.
First of all, I'm very grateful to Deepa for these very much live examples and, and questions that she has, because they kind of like you will see now when I ask how it fits perfect. But I have to make a little intro from last week, because we worked with this observer, and as that observer kind of just lost its power, I could see that observer was a mask, or like a separation from certain deep-seated feelings, and now they have surfaced, and they take a lot of energy and a lot of not concentration, but like a lot of power to be, because I still have to live in a daily life, and like a lot of anger, a lot of irritation, sadness, and like deep-seated emotions and feelings. So they're coming out and they get cleared. And now we come to what you were talking to Deepa about. So maybe not to do it on another day, maybe we can do it today. Because what I have noticed is I have to become more total and pull myself out of the situations, but still in the same room, in the same environment. Yes. And in order to do that, it feels kind of like ignoring, or like not being so much responsive to others. And because I don't have this pedestal feeling, but more like this inferiority, it feels like ignoring. And somehow I do it from guilt, or together mixed with the feeling of guilt, and it triggers very negative reactions from others. So, and then again it comes back to me, so it's very draining. So my plea would be, if you can help me practically, how to become more total in the moment, but with these different emotions, or whatever, these different things that are happening, still allowing them to be present, because without the observer there is no separation. So before I used this observer to be like, okay, I'm detached. So to still be detached, so not to go in a reaction, but still because it triggers others. It triggers others, like you were talking to Deepa now. This not being total will trigger things in others, right? Like, yeah, and this incompatibility somehow, and yeah, maybe few light words.
Yeah. Let's see. No? Let me just share with you something very basic, that the state of person and state of being, one fundamental difference between the two is that in the state of person we are living the experiences much more than the truth of the experiencer. In the state of being, we are living the truth of the experiencer first and foremost, and then caring about living the experiences of life. We are living the experiences of life, but we are more giving value or priority to living the truth of who we are in the state of being. And this brings that second difference between these two states is that person state is focused on others. Other people are our center. Being state is focused on ourselves. We are our center. So a life is lived from a center only. When life is being lived from the center of others, that basically is a big mess in which you are making others their center, they are making you their center, and nobody is nobody's center in reality. It is all without center, so like a big mess. No, how to kind of regulate it, or how to bring it to more stable and clean and harmonious wholeness is in general everybody's responsibility. Everybody in the room is responsible for it. But for your life, you are responsible. And if you can bring harmony in your life, you will bring harmony in the room also. So this is the fundamental work that is possible, that if you can make yourself the center of your life, you who you really are, truly are, no? Then a harmonious response starts coming, even for the situation which is not harmonious at the moment, or may not be there, may not be harmonious any sooner. It may continue to be disharmonious for a long time, but still you may continue responding from your being, and still that will be your best response. No? And please don't misunderstand me. I am not against the learnings of a person. Learnings of a person are valuable. They are useful. They are trainings. But let's not be a person. Let's just learn and act as a person while remaining as the being. So now, with this background, let me share with you once again the you can say the secret of totality. Totality is not really a small thing that we just talk and we are done with it. No, it is something we are going to discover and again rediscover, like this, no? So totality is where you are not running away from the room anymore. Basically, you are not running away from yourself, meaning you are not waiting for yourself to go home and meditate. You are saying, I am meditating here right now, regardless of how is the situation. Meditating not like closed eyes, but meditating like choosing to stay as myself right now when I am connecting with people. And the environment changes because of this. So we are also contributing to this harmony much more than we think. No? And you are clear about it, that I want to stop it from my end. This is the way to stop it. No? Many people are not able to even see this. They feel that others are doing this to me, and maybe they are doing, but still they cannot harm you if you stay in the truth of your being. They cannot disturb you. Nobody can disturb us directly, except that they can disturb our body. So total is not really total in the action only. Total is total in the action and in the being at the same time. And this total is the one total. It is not many different kind of totals. It's a one total. Just you have to learn one total. One way of being total. That one way of being total is also experienced as being present where you are. Learn to be present with me right now, and you will be so happy. So do not discard anything right now which is happening. Don't try to color anything in any way. Even if you are coloring things, continue coloring them. You know what I mean? Like, have this kind of openness. Don't control anything. And you have made yourself free or set yourself free. By trying to control things, you are not letting yourself be who you are. And because you are not living as who you are, life is not harmonious. The experience of life. And also responses are not as good as they can be, as appropriate or, loving and peaceful also. So without experience this totality that I'm talking about right now. That's what I mean. While you feel like talking, talk to me. And within this totality, talk to me. And see that do you lose yourself or contact with yourself. And don't believe that I'm giving you some support in any way, or don't believe anything. In Hindi, we can say like this, that जब तक मैं स्वयं के लिए पराया था, हर तरफ पराये ही पराये थे. जब मैंने स्वयं से परायापन छोड़ दिया, कोई पराया न रहा. No? Meaning, when I was keeping myself other to myself, no? There were others everywhere. As soon as I gave up this division of other between myself and myself, there were no others anymore, anywhere. The division of other is inside us, not outside. No? Which does not mean that I am saying that practicality of life will just disappear and people will all become enlightened, like and knowing the truth of who they are. No, they will not. But you are in your most comfortable state of being when you need to deal with these things. You should be in your most comfortable and strong state of being to deal with these things, no? Not in the weak state. Living in the person state is a very weak state when it comes to dealing with the other persons who are, other beings who are living as a person. You see what I mean? It's a funny thing that we may not realize that to deal with other persons or beings who are living as a person, that our natural reflex is that I should be a person also. Not really. Not really. Do you feel that? Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yes, the reaction was very strong now on leaving myself with you, totally. Because yesterday, during this gem of the week in with Sahaja Express that we have on Fridays, although it was not live with Guruji, but like living totally like I was now with you, there was so much shame, like for him or for you now to see me with all of this BS, you know?
I know that. I totally know
and
that.
and then with others, it is also some kind of feeling of being inferior with these feelings that come up, and not being able to, or not choosing to run out of the room, or now to run away being total with you or with him. It is very it is just very strong.
Yeah. But is it not nice? Is it nice strong or not nice strong?
Well, with you or with Guruji, it's nice. And then with others, as you say, it's like it's persons reacting to these feelings that are in me that are also personal, that are not total. Then it's at
So,
times it's
so
not
there
so
is
nice.
something can be corrected here, I feel. One is that space of our own being. Let us try not to get out of a space of our own being when we are meeting anyone. No, this is one kind of spiritual practice or understanding also, and we learn also slowly. Another thing is that practically I also learned is creating a circle with the other. When we create a circle with the other, whose circle it is, be very clear about it, because mostly it is their circle in which we enter. No, it should be your circle. From you to them, from them to you again back. Complete the circle always and keep the circle in this way. They will not be able to dictate anything. You cannot have overly experiences of their emotions or energies. You know, you will live in your vibration more because you will be recycling what you are tasting very quickly, immediately, not like a lot later. No, immediately. You are just not letting anything go inside you without being washed by your own being. No? So this is something I learned. You should practice this.
Well, the whole trouble started from last week when you said, like, it's like you're a king, it's just nobody knows that you are a king. And there's just a lot of guilt feeling on that, a lot of guilt feeling connected with that, what being this most powerful. Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, you just have to more deeply live this truth. Then this feeling will not be there. Because after all, what is being shared are the words, concepts which are trying to point to some truth. Live the truth of those concepts. Don't believe those concepts to be immediately true as you think they are. Try to see what I'm trying to say. Try to live what I'm trying to say. Rather than. So just correct that and it will be all right. You are a king for whom there is no other. You are a king like that or queen like that. Not that there are others. No. So are we fine for now?
Yes. Thank you.
Then very good. Thank you. I myself have experienced like this also inside that uh, some some steps, let's say some depths, as I was going inside me and traveling or exploring the truth of who I am. Some steps, some places were more stable than others. Some were less. Some were more pleasant. Some were less. Some were more cool and some were hot. No, like this. But ultimately, what was most useful was not really any of them. What was most useful was my clarity, why I am doing all of this, why I am going through all of this, my choice towards truth. That choice towards truth was like a guiding light. It was like a coolness traveling with me all the time, even if when I was feeling heat of the disturbances or anything. It was always there. So that like a ray of true light is always guiding us, is there with us. That is what is our choice, that I have chosen truth. Confusions are there, but we have to find something to hold on to, hang on to. No, that is what is going to decide also how soon this journey will finish, how soon we will come home. If we hold on to truth, then it will be the fastest. So very good. Thank you. Thank you. Ojas, you want to say something?
Namaste, Raji.
Namaste.
Raji, thank you so much for your compassion. Really, thank you. And it's true, when you guide us to live the breath, then it is much easier, or anything that you say, because it comes from the purity of being. And if we try to do it ourselves, there might be some conflicted state. Maybe that's why it's so easy to come into presence, because there is somebody who's leading the light for us. I just wanted to talk about skepticism, and not sure if there's a question. Just wanted to bring it forward, and maybe this question was brought up maybe many months ago, but I want it to be the last time. Skepticism is one of the ways of resistance, along with distraction or sleepiness, or many kinds of resistances of the mind. And I feel that because living from awareness is less and living from mind is more, that there is not so much of evidence, that there comes this thought that, what if all of this is not true, and the material way of looking at things is the only reality, and it is undeniable that the search is real, that the seeking, the longing is real, but maybe the answer does not lie here. Maybe it It lies in study of universe and Big Bang, and because it is not lived enough, that there is this scope of mind. Yeah, I think you understand. So maybe if you have something you can help along this. And I really, I there is some knowing, but it's not strong enough. And really, I want to put this resistance away. I want to move past it.
Let us try to understand what are our best options now here, because this is like a confusing time when we are moving from mind to the being, or from the person to the truth of who we are, no? Like this. So these are confusing times, and we should have something like a best practice or something like a best help, no? What can help us more? First thing that can help us is like a consistency. Like you should have some kind of treasure which is really there in your hands, no? Which does not disappear, which comes and goes, not like this. Something which remains, no? Something solid, no? So that's something solid which remains like consistent, that you work upon it, like it grows upon itself, not like it is attained and then again gone and then you have to get it again, no? Not like this. So that is what you can say is like a stable understandings and stable um, realizations, you can say, in a way, no? So that stable understanding is one of the treasures, one of the help. So in this confusing time, there will be many unstable understandings also. In this unstable understandings, are you the one who is understanding them, stable or not, is matters more than anything else. Whether your clarity, whether your understanding is stable or not, matters less. Whether you who is understanding is stable or not matters more. No. Meaning, this is where, as if we are in a kind of loop, as if we are in a circle, that unless my understandings become stable, I cannot be stable. But what if your understandings are waiting for you to be understood by you only through being stable? First, you need to be stable. No? So there is some kind of solid ground where we have to come to really. And that solid ground basically is not found to be like this understanding or that understanding, this clarity or that clarity, this confusion or that confusion. It is mainly our desire that what do I want to do now? Like, do I really want to reach to the clarity or not? So this is one thing about it as a background. Now let's go deep in it also. No? Although it may look like a state of mind, is, being you know, uh, c- being spectacle or like this, that hey, uh, what will happen? Is this like this or is this like that? It may look like a state of mind. It is not. It is a state of the thinker. It is not a state of thoughts. It is the fear in the thinker that is reflected or manifested as thoughts which are confusing, or we are confused about things. So there is no such thing as confusing thoughts. There is no such thing as thoughts confused about some things. It is always the thinker only. Thinker is confused, not thoughts are confused. No. Thinker means you. No. When you are going through a transition, when you are going through a shift, let's say, from being what you used to be, solid, but not knowing who you are. Life is stable, but not knowing really what it is. To what you are truly now, and what you are what and you are going to live what life is truly also. This period of transition, there you become, you the being becomes kind of weak in a way, or you go through an experience where you may feel shaken in a way, shaky in a way, like a shaky state of being. That shaky state of being is what is resulting in the manifestation of thoughts where we feel confusion, where we feel doubts, fears. If you catch your thoughts, if you catch, try to focus on those things which are manifested, it's going to waste a lot of time. One day you are going to come to this only which we are discussing right now. That is the source of all that manifestation. That is you. Your state when changes, all that does not matter. Same thoughts come, but they don't appeal to you anymore. Why? Because as if you are looking for some evidence that yes, I think this is not it. This is not the way. There is has to be some other way. As if you are already at the feeling level, at the bhav level, you are already having that need to get the evidence of thoughts, which are level. For this, meditation helps more than anything else. Meditation is not really trying to solve anything. It is trying to solve you. Trying to come from the false state to the true state. Also, getting out of shaky state to the stable state of being. Same meditation works in both ways. Yeah. So come in the discipline of meditation. Understand what is meditation. Because once you are into this shaky state, it's only going to become more shaky. It will not become less shaky without it, without meditation. So you need to come in touch with your own truth of being. You need to come in touch with your own taste of being. Meditation is the way to taste your being. Otherwise, this shakiness will play. Remember this. Do you feel that this will help you, what I share?
Yes, Raji, totally. As Osho says, meditation is the only way.
Eh? Cannot hear you.
As Osho says, meditation is the only way.
Yes. It is actually.
Yes, Raji. It's clear.
Good.
I just want to.
One more thing I want to add here. What I call clarity. Clarity is not really a one thing. It is like something which applies to everything in a way. So even if meditation does not appeal, sometimes meditation may not appeal. Then clarity should help. Clarity means like check what are my options. Don't remain in confusion ever. Always come out of it through some relative clarity. That okay, no, I don't want to remain caught up like this. I always want to come to something concrete. I want to come to something stable. There has to be something stable in it, no? Not everything will be shaky and unstable, no? And always seek for that and come to that, I feel. That will bring you to that clarity which is relative, not ultimate, but very, very useful. Like, okay, what are my options here? I'm feeling a spectacle, I'm feeling doubts, I'm feeling fear. What are my options here? Remain like this? Shall I remain like this? This is my option. And you will feel, no, this is not my option. Even if it is like this, I want to get out of it. So even to think about it in these terms, you have already started getting out of it. So this is another thing I wanted to add. Thank you.
And Raji, the clarity can lead towards meditation, and meditation can lead towards stability. And very, very well that you pointed that these doubts are nothing but shakiness, and it is the I was again going into the story of the mind or the thinker, and yeah, it's not about because it's been the default way of living, the
Yes.
default host all these decades, that it
Yes.
seems
Yes.
like, no, it cannot be. But that is also the thinker, but I'm not the thinker. And in that moment, to be able to dissociate from that, just gain some clarity and come back into myself. That's what I understood.
Yes. Yes. Very, very good. Let me just try to give you one simple example of being aware, because it is kind of confusing for us. No? In the same context, let's say you are caught up in a room. It has become your default way of being in this room. And somehow you have started waking up, meaning you were sleeping and now you have started waking up, meaning you are becoming more conscious at the physical level in which you are caught up in this room. And this room smells, it stinks and suffocates, less air, less fresh air, less oxygen. And somehow you are continuously shouting, I want to get out of it, I want to get out of it, I don't like it, it's just not nice for me, I want to go somewhere, I want to go some, and you don't know where you want to go to also. And I want to get out of it also, you don't know from what you want to get out of. Because you are not opening your eyes, you are just conscious at the physical body level, you are not opening your eyes. Being conscious, being aware simply means now you open your eyes also. And look at your surrounding where you are. What are you doing? Okay, I'm in a room. I'm on a bed. Ah, there is a door. There are 3 windows. Like you start see, this is what it simply means to be aware. So be aware of the bondage in which you are or in which you have been. Being aware of the default state in which you have been. Being aware cannot be a practice really. Being aware is always going to be end result of something. No? End result. Like this has to be your take home, not a practice that I'm practicing, I'm trying to be aware. Why you are trying to be aware? Are your eyes closed, bound by something? Just open your eyes and look. No? Like this. So don't turn being aware into a practice. Being conscious, yes, you can turn it into a practice. I'm being conscious of things like this. But don't turn it being aware into a practice. Like let's use these two things separately. Being aware is your actualization of something. You actually see that, oh, this has been my default state for a long time. And from here, a realization of the actuality of it and decision also will come. That I'm okay to be like this, or no, I'm not. As soon as the decision has come in you that I don't want to continue in this room, you have actually started going out of it now. It's just that you will not feel yourself going out of it right now. You may not feel yourself, you may not feel that fresh air yet, which you are longing for. You will see yourself searching for the key. You will see yourself searching for some way to open the window, and you will feel, where is the fresh air that we were talking about? No, you will not see like this because you have made the decision. Those people who have made the decision to get out of this room of person or ego, they don't keep shouting, oh, where is the fresh air? Where is the freshness? Where is the truth? No, they just keep doing the real work that is necessary. Because they have realized I am caught up in something and I don't want to be in it anymore. No. So this is what is being aware, actually. Being aware is a realization of whatever you are aware of. You become aware that you are, you become aware that that thing is also, isn't it? Like a actuality, reality of something. No? That's why I always used to feel that the moment you will know that you don't know yourself, who I am will not be a effort, like a arduous effort or practice. It will be your love affair. It will be your love affair. It will be your love song, who I am. Because you will not like to do anything else. Because it will become so important, so urgent. you know. Because what the hell? I don't know myself and I'm trying to know everything and trying to debate about everything that this is this and that is that. How anything that I'm saying can be reliable now? No. So when we know that I don't know myself, we also know that everything that I know is not reliable anymore. So this is being aware that I don't know myself. So just to give you some pointer where maybe you can see that don't try to become aware that I'm caught up in this default state. No, don't do that. Because it is going in the same state now. Now it will help you in remaining in this state. It will not help you in getting out of it so easily. Because there has to be a end result of every awareness, being aware of something. That okay, you were aware of this and then what happened? After this, what happened? What you got out of it? No. I became aware that I am living in ego. Then what happened? You should be aware of it. Like you should know clearly, like you should see the result of it, no? Otherwise, we will just keep saying that I'm aware of this, I'm aware of that. But then what? Then what happened after that? There has to be freedom only, always after being aware, no? In some way. Either freedom from this room completely, or freedom that you are going to get soon from this room in the form of decision, no? But this time certain, not like I don't know if I will, or shall I go to sleep again? Shall I make my bed again? No, you will burn. You will burn your bed. You will burn your bed. And are you burning your bed? That comfort zone of ego is what? If not the bed of the ego. What is comfort zone of the ego if it is not the bed of the ego? No? You will burn it. I told you, we had one friend who used to visit us sometime. He was into, shares, shares, what we call, share market. No? Very efficient, very, very super efficient. I like efficient people, no? Super efficient. Wake up very early. He will wake up very early in the morning. And the first thing he will do, always pack his bed. Bed means like mattress, which he used to carry always. And he used to sleep on the bed, on the floor, because it is more efficient for him. He would say that I'll just pack it so that there is no chance for me to even not get up for one minute even. No? This is how somebody wakes up. No? This comfort zone that we are talking about, I'm not feeling comfortable, I'm feeling discomfort, what is that? It is nothing but the bed of the ego in which you sleep and dream as ego. You will burn your bed when you will realize that I don't want to be in this room. I'm just very truly telling you that how it felt to me in my life. That's what I'm sharing. I don't mean that it has to feel like this to everyone. You see? So, thank you. I mean, I feel you have some fire. I'm just trying to help a little bit. That's all. It's not my fire, remember. It's your fire only.
Thank you, dearest. Thank you.
Thank you, beloved. Meera, you wrote, thank you for this. I relate to it very much. Love the example. Thank you. Very, very nice. Thank you. Dharma, you want to say something?
It's a question, but I feel it's too late, and I just feel to connect because there's a lot of vision happened, and I picked up things from that as well. I still felt to connect, so I kept my hand raised up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Very, very nice to see you. I want to ask you a question when you are not asking any question to me, okay? Which one is bigger, question or questioner?
Question is bigger.
Yeah. So there cannot be, and I feel there should not be ever a time in our life where the question becomes bigger than the questioner. Meaning, there should not be any question which can shadow the questioner. No. Questioner should be still shining as bigger relatively than the question. And question being smaller than the questioner, that's why questioner being confident that I can get it. I can get the answer of it easily. Not easily maybe always, but I still can get the answer of this question, isn't it? But at times I found we have maybe or we may go through some state where we will feel that, oh, This is a bigger question than I can answer. If this is a bigger question than you can answer, why it would come to you? It comes to us only because it is for us. No? Not every question is like this, but whatever can trouble us has something to do with us. No? And I found that not only there are questions which can which can shadow the questioner. Actually, more than that, there are answers which cover the receiver of the answer, and they are not really good answers. I feel they are just helping the receiver of the answer to remain in the darkness. No? A question or the answer should uncover the receiver of it. No, the questioner and the receiver of the answer, not that it covers it. No, you see what I mean? Meaning practical life situation, question answer I am not talking about. We are talking about the fundamental questioning of life. No? So that's why who I am, asking the question, should uncover the questioner every time or not. But generally it doesn't. It covers actually with the answer. You see what I mean? That okay, this is the answer, that I am. I am is not an answer. It is the answerer. It is not an answer, it is the answerer. The very answerer of everything. It is not questioner also. It is not a question, it is not a questioner, it is not an answer. It is the answerer of everything. No? I am. So that's why we should not make a mistake of taking I am as the answer of question who I am. No? You see what I mean? It's a mistake. Like it being too early or too quick about it that okay, I am. No, this you know who I am. This you know that I am. But who I am is the question here. No. You see what I mean? I am part is anyway there. No. It was already assumed that you are. No. That's why you were given the question that who I am. It's about who part of this I am that you are. No. You see what I mean? No, I'm just only I am. Only I am is supremely blissful. Are you supremely blissful? Only I am is always peaceful. Are you always peaceful? We can check like this. And then if not, then who I am is useful. No? Like this. When experiencing the truth of who we are, truth of I am, there is no alternate, like, okay, there is something else like than this. There is no else than this. If there is else than this, then the question who I am is still valid and useful. It will help. No? So just felt like sharing. Thank you for connecting with me, Anna, Dharma.
Thank you for this. While talking, something came up. It is also related to question I was thinking of originally asking. It's about orientation.
About meditation.
Orientation.
Can you say again?
Orientation.
Reorientation?
Just orientation.
Orientation.
Yeah, let me just reduce this thing. Because, I mean, at least in my case, from time to time I feel as if I'm disoriented. And the physical activities or physical happenings in life starts to feel more and more important than satsang, for example. Sometimes even I lose the innate understanding or feeling why I'm going to satsang. You know, Why am I doing spiritual practice? It should not be, because that's what we are talking all the time, yes, stability and clarity. But also, I would relate something. Recently, a friend going through very intense phase of life, and he dropped from. He said, "I want to take a break." I feel this in some ways is kind of similar. Like, some maybe something is missing from my understanding. Otherwise, why would this happen?
Yes, it is true. Something is missing. We can take break from activities. We can take break from specific activities also. But we cannot take break from who we are. We cannot take break from life also. Like, it is not optional. Whatever is optional, we can take break from that. But what is not optional, we cannot take break from that. No, we cannot take break from who we are, for example. We cannot take break from the longing we have in the being also. We cannot. We just may feel that we can, and that may result in wasting our energy in the other direction than attending that longing and fulfilling our destiny. But we cannot really um, have any other option than this. So at the superficial level, it is possible to take break from this or that. But at a deeper level, life is happening in a very integrated, unified, like, unity. It is happening in unison. It is not really as we can decide. No. So it is total. I always feel that we can be very simple about things. When, let's say, you take break, what you will do, where you will go, and who you will be. Can you get out of life? You cannot. Can you stop being who you are? You cannot. Can you remove the longing you have in your heart? You cannot. All the fundamental, most valuable things will still remain there. So from break from what, for what purpose? Superficial purpose is totally fine. No? I will not drive this car. I will not drive this bike. I will not stay in this place. I will not, stay in this house or this work or anything, relation or anything. This is fine. No? But how? Like I like to bring this kind of like confusion, questioning that what we will do when we will take break from spirituality. What is the reason why we are taking? Because there could be some valid reason. But what will be that valid reason that we will take break from? Or are will we be able to really take break? Or are we talking about just a certain format or activity of spirituality that we are taking break from? We will continue in another way, which is like fine again. So I don't see really anything in it that how somebody can take break from spirituality, those who have longing in their heart for knowing the truth. Or maybe I'm missing something with what you are saying.
I did think about this as well in the past. And taking a break is basically taking a break from efforts. Because at times even everything feels like effort. Coming to Satsang and doing anything feels like effort.
Oh.
So also that led me to feel like, okay, can I just be in myself effortlessly or not? And I had partial success, but not like lasting success. I could feel some part of my depth without putting so much conscious effort. I could just feel something that was different than my personality. But I don't know whether it lasted, in what situation it lasted, when it disappeared. Can't say, because situation changed. Maybe I'm talking to someone and then it's kind of shifted. It at times it feels like I don't want to make even any effort, that kind of a thing.
So don't make any effort then. Why you are not doing it? Why you're not going for it? Because this is best actually. This is the best, the best. This is the very goal of life, goal of spirituality. Because I thought this is what I'm teaching everyone.
Thing is, when I'm
Ultimately.
not making effort, at times I'm acting from my usual ego center as well. And at times there's a certain lethargy or laziness slips in. That's the thing.
No, no. Yeah, that is not good. That is going to keep you in the effort. Laziness will keep you in the sense of doer. Because only the doer gets tired or lazy. No? Being does not. Don't be that which gets tired or lazy. No? If you are that, you are caught up in identification. Make all the effort to be free from identification and do not make any effort to remain as who you are. This is the whole thing of effort. Make all the effort to break the identification, but also do not make any effort to be who you are. No? This is the whole point. No? This is the whole point of spirituality. No? In every way, this is what I am trying to show you, that make all the effort. Don't spare any effort when it comes to breaking the hypnosis, breaking the identification. Because if you spare any, you are saving ego. You are saving that which is creating identification. You are supporting that which is creating identification. If you if you save any effort, no. Because it is, you are energy here as an individual, no. So what your energy is doing is what you are doing. No? Now you cannot at this level, Dharma, blame that, oh, my unconsciousness was doing like this. No, no. Not accepted here. Not okay here. Everything, conscious, unconscious, everything of you, you are responsible for it. You know. So this is the thing.
I think I'll make some effort to understand what you said. I did understand, I think, the crux without making effort.
Yes.
I think I feel I need to revisit to somehow feel the depth of what you said. Yes.
Yes. Very, very good. Thank you. That I think it's
But
always
what you said, I think I heard this. I think first time in this way somehow. I'm sure you have said this thing before. But
no, I did
somehow
not
it
actually.
kind of dawned upon me
I'm saying
first
first
time.
time also. I always feel freshness when I speak because I always speak first time. No? Just joking. But actually, in a way, it is true also. So somehow, this which is trying to save itself in you from effort is basically that ground where we are bound. This is that bed. This is that bed which has to be transformed into a ladder. No, this is that bed which has to be transformed into a ladder, so that you can get out of this house, jump out of this house. No? Anyway. Thank you. Very, very good. I'm very happy to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Samya, you want to talk?
Hi, Rajee.
Namaste ji.
Can you hear me well?
I can.
Okay, perfect. So I know it's quite late, but I will be happy if I can talk with you a little. Yeah. So maybe I just need to bring these things like confusion and unclarity within me to see more clearly, I need to bring this into the light because they are troubling me all the time in the background. So I feel it's useful to bring. So one thing is that after spirituality, I don't have the friendship that I was used to, and I'm not able to speak that I was used to also. And I'm more quiet, more by myself, and I hear so many times that it's very normal, natural, and so many encouragement, but some part of me somehow still cannot accept this and find this little weird, like I'm weird, there is something wrong with me. I still carry this within me a lot, even though I cannot force to speak or I cannot force anything, you know? You cannot force French. And when it is time to speak, it just becomes very naturally. It's not that I cannot speak at all. Or friendships can also come up very naturally, but when I see around, even in spiritual environments, I feel little different from them. So I still carry this. I'm weird and there is something wrong with me. I still carry this and I feel like it's really here troubling me for years and years. So I just wanted to bring this into the light. I don't know what to do with this, but just to bring to light maybe if really there is something wrong with me or unflowing, I'm asking for God's help, of course. But if it is not, then I want to leave this idea and uncomfort with to be alone or I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Uh, uh, this is what I can say about it. I am aware of this feeling that you are talking about. What I found so far about it and what can help also, both I will share. So first, what I found about it is that you are this pure being who kind of have not lived your truth of who you are in this life yet, and have not lived the life and have not lived the truth of life from the truth of who you are also. No, you the being has not lived the truth of who you are in this life and also have not lived the truth of life from the truth of who you are. You are dependent on the knowledge of the mind. You are dependent on the experience through the ego state for everything. And as a result, when something changes there, it is not that the thoughts change. Change of the thoughts should not affect the change in the thoughts should not affect the thinker, no. But it does. Change in the feelings should not affect the experiencer of feelings, but it does. Why? Because we are not living as the pure experiencer of feelings or pure thinker of thoughts. We are living as a conditioned experiencer, conditioned thinker. And that conditioned thinker and experiencer has a limited scope to adjust, to digest the changes. If the changes are more than it can handle, then it feels something is weird, something is weird, something is not nice, something is not okay in me. So it's a very common experience, not happening to everybody, but only those who are really going through change now. But it is common in them, common in those uncommon people, no, who are coming to the truth. That you feel like continuously that something is weird in me, something is weird, although it is not weird in you. It is just some change is happening more than your mind can process. So this is the fact about it. The solution is somehow to make your mind more prepared in a way, more neutral in a way, like focus your mind onto the truth more, in the sense of clarity that it is true that I am going through some change. It is true that I am going in the direction of knowing who I am, and it is going to be bigger. So let me be prepared accordingly. Let me be more neutral, more stable, more untouched by things, no? Like this. And this can be practiced every day. as we think, we can notice that how much I am a influenced thinker or how much I am a uninfluenced thinker of my thoughts right now, for example. We can notice like this. Like, am I already preoccupied by some feelings when I'm experiencing my feelings, or I'm empty experiencer of my feelings? We can notice these things, and that will bring us to more clear, stable, neutral state of being, from where this kind of feeling weird will be felt still, noticed in some way, but will not affect us so much. But it is a fact actually, what you are saying is a fact. It is basically the one who is living, who has been living as a person where everything was set, is kind of coming to that purity of being, from where it is kind of going to learn again the same thing called life or living, no? Or doing so already. So there are
May I
many.
do in one more?
So there are many weird things actually that you are going to notice. It's not just one or two small things about you. Many things in life also are so weird actually, as you will become aware now, like this. Yeah, please go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Today you were talking about like the totality of the action, I think, some part of. So I feel where this feeling of unfitting and weirdness comes forth, because it's like when it is time to reaction, for something not good or acceptable for me, and it's very clear for me it's not acceptable, let's say it like this. But because of this weirdness that I still hold inside, I cannot make the total action right now. Like if I feel reaction, then people can show me, oh, you are already weird. So, this holds me back from being totally in my reaction. And yeah, because of judgment, fear of judgment or something. Yeah, this is something that I faced recently. So that's why it feels very important to expose and bring them into the light.
And I want to tell you, I want to go the other way. I don't feel that this is the right direction. Meaning, I don't feel that there is a need for you to be free from feeling that I'm weird in order to be total. It can be basically compensating or complementing each other also. So let me try to show you again what is being total. Okay. For example, you are not facing anybody. There is no. You are not facing anybody. There is no person in your room. Let's say, right now. No. That time, you can choose to sit quietly in your being, isn't it? And there you can check whether you are total in sitting quietly in your being or not. Meaning not doing anything. You can be total in not doing anything. No. And that will guide you what truly being total is. Because that is the safest place of testing the totality. Because there is nobody else involved, no rules involved, rules of life, society involved, where no responsibilities or preferred results involved also. No. So like no conditioning involved, no rules, no others involved. So this is the most neutral place where you can test totality in just not doing anything. So totally not doing anything. No. And this is where it will be highlighted also that what are the benefits of being total and also what is in the way of being total. It is never really the circumstances or it is not how people are that we are not total in them. It is something else inside us also. So learn to be total in not doing anything. And this will teach you in being total in doing everything. No? Internally it is going to teach you. Your being will learn to be total in doing what you are doing when you have started learning to be total in not doing anything. Because it's the same thing applies when you are doing something. It's a very internal, natural thing, existential thing. It's not something that has to be learned from outside. So this is another end of learning totality. Meditation is another end of learning totality. Just for a few minutes every day, just sit quietly without doing anything, and make sure that you are total in not doing anything. And you are actually learning being total in your actions also. Because it is the same thing which stops you from being total in not doing anything. It stops you from being total in doing something. This something is called ego. This thing is called ego. Ego energy, inside, which will stop you in being total in not doing anything also. But here it is easier to highlight because there are other people, other situations where we can say that, oh, because of that I am not total. But here, there is nobody there. And still we may not be able to be total so easily in the beginning. And then slowly we will become, oh, it's possible. Because there is nobody else here. No? And it is so joyful to be total in not doing anything. Like you are slipping out of the layers of the body, mind, thoughts, feelings, where word is happening, actions, activity continuously happening. No, conflict also sometime happening initially as a person when we live, and you are coming to that calmness, that beauty, that treasure that God has gifted to all of us. You will be surprised to know that God has given a gift to all of us in our own heart. That gift is what we normally call our being. Our being. This is the gift of God. We have not earned it. We have been given this gift. Let us live this gift. And this is further going to guide us, kind of orient us or recalibrate everything. Because we need recalibration when we are coming from person to the being. We need recalibration. Continuously we need to get it again and again. Because we are going to feel disoriented a little bit. Because either living as a solid person, which you are not anymore, or living as a being. There is nothing in between which is stable. There is nothing in between which is stable. This is the thing. When you are total in not doing anything, right now, like this, you are going to feel the same bliss also, which we felt when we were doing this breathing exercise also today. This bliss is connected to completion of being, where there is no doubt that I am less or I am more. You don't even have the doubt or the feeling that I am total. You are just complete, beyond the doubt, complete or total beyond doubt. Like you, the being is learning to be total in being who you are. And you will slowly get used to of it in a way, or you will adopt this way of being even when doing anything. And this will become your way of being total in anything that you do. Actions don't really decide whether you can be total in them or not. It is the one who approaches them. It is the one who meets them. No? So if you change the state of yourself who is going to meet the actions, your way of meeting the action will change also, no? Like this. So it's nice now?
So nice. Thank you.
Thank you. So very, very nice. I think it's very good time. We will end now this meeting. It was amazing, very, very amazing for me to spend time and explore truth and live truth with all of you, beautiful beings. Thank you for joining today.